Hey everybody, Animal Man here. Today I'm going to teach you how to harvest backstrap sinew from a deer and preserve that for use in making arrows and whatever primitive skills you want to work on. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, here's a little warning for you. If you're squeamish, you don't want to watch this one. Never done a video like this before. Still not sure what I think about it, to be honest. But I've already spared you the part of showing me cut this out of the animal. This is a road-killed animal, and I have a habit of always dragging them off the road because quite commonly I'll find other animals try to scavenge it, like a fox or a turkey vulture or an opossum or something, and they get hit also. So I always pull animals off the road. So I've already got the back straps, and they come from the lower back of the deer. If you remove the hide and cut it open along the spine, there'll be a row of whitish tendon attached to the meat on each side of it. And this is what it looks like. And so if the spine went right here in the middle, there'll be one here and one there, flush with underneath the skin. That's how they come. So we've got to get the meat off of this so we can dry this tendon to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice it off with my knife, and then I'm going to scrape it at a right angle. That way we don't cut into this tendon, so we can save it for later. Just going to start scraping, get all the way down to that layer there. The white layer of the tendon. And there it is. Maybe I can just do most of this by hand. There we go. Okay. Now just a little bit of meat clinging on here still. You just want to make sure you get as much of that off as possible so that does not make the tendon go bad and make it spoil. Make it smell nasty. And after an animal dies, there's an order in which things go bad. You know, the organs go bad first, followed by the meat, then the skin, then the tendons and bones, finally. So there's an order. So if you find a dead animal, or you make a kill if you're a hunter or something like that, that's the order of importance that you have to address when you're trying to take apart that animal to use it. And just a disclaimer, I think harvesting parts from roadkill animals is illegal in most places, so this is not me telling you to do that. I'm not condoning that at all. I'm just telling you that it's a possible way to get it. Also, I'm not going to tell you what state I found this one in. There, most of that one's off. Just a little bit of meat over here. You'd think the red squirrels be used to me hanging out over here by now, huh? I guess not. Alright, so this one is all cleaned up. I'm going to just put my knife down, which normally is a big no-no, but I have to clean it up before I put it back in my sheath. So here's what you're left with, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang it over this stick that I cut here. And I'm going to put this near the fire just so it's got some air and a little bit of warmth. I don't want to cook it or smoke it or anything like that. I just want it to start drying out as quickly as possible. You can also use a screen for this, or a mat of some kind that you make out of bamboo or cattails or reeds or grasses, whatever. Well, this is just what I have rigged up for here right now. So I'm going to dry that up near my fire. Alright, so I'm just going to prop this up on this log right here. A little bit further away. I'm going to leave it there a bit just to get it going. Smoke's killing me. And that's it, guys. So if you're into making arrows, into making primitive bows. This sinew is very important. You can back bows with it. This is what you'd use to attach arrowheads onto your arrow shaft. That's called hafting. That's what you use to haft your arrowhead onto the arrow shaft. Also, you attach the feathers with sinew. And when you use it, once it's dried, you just peel off a little strip and you chew on it. I know it sounds wacky. I know it sounds weird. You chew on the sinew, and when it mixes with your saliva, it forms like its own little glue. And then you would take that out of your mouth, wrap it tightly around the part that you want to, attach together, whatever it is, if it's an arrow or whatever. And you do it nice and tight. I smooth it with my finger, and then when it's done, you let it dry. As it dries, it shrinks, and the glue from your spit mixing with the sinew kind of binds it together stronger. And these are incredibly, incredibly strong. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you weren't too, skeeved out by it. If you're squeamish, I'm sorry. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks, guys.